Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Delaney Tarpley. Continuing coverage, we are still tracking reports of a possible tornado touchdown in the Acme-Delco-Riegelwood area. This is video sent in from some of our viewers appearing to show that possible tornado around 3:30 this afternoon. We are hearing reports of damage at McPherson's Acme General Home Center on Old Stage Road, and Acme-Delco-Riegelwood Fire Chief Steve Camlin also told us roofs were torn off of two houses on Fertilizer Road. Now, we are calling this a possible tornado because it has not been confirmed by the National Weather Service yet, but it is obvious the system caused a good amount of damage. Let's go ahead and toss things now to First Alert meteorologist Eric Davis. Eric, things are looking much calmer out there right now than they were in the Riegelwood area, especially earlier today. Yeah. Well, here's a check of your local gas prices tonight. Now, the national average is sitting at $4.53 a gallon. In North Carolina, the average is currently $4.19 a gallon. And in Wilmington, the average is $4.12. All of these are according to AAA. But new tonight, as gas prices climb, a lot of drivers are asking the same thing. Can North Carolina hit pause on the gas tax to bring some relief at the pump? Right now, nearly 60 cents on every gallon goes to taxes, about 41 cents goes to the state, and nearly 19 cents federally. But experts say that pause is likely not going to happen. NCDOT says the fuel tax funds transportation work and brings in about 40% of its state revenue. And while some states have suspended their taxes, NCDOT says it's a logistical mess. Higher prices are also squeezing gas stations' margins. Drivers across North Carolina will see extra enforcement next week as the governor's highway safety program launches its Move Over or Get Pulled Over campaign, running May 11th through the 17th. This effort is meant to remind drivers of the state's Move Over law. That law requires you to change lanes, or if you can't, slow down significantly when approaching emergency or public service vehicles stopped on the shoulder with lights flashing. Drivers who don't comply could face a minimum $250 fine. Authorities arrested two people in Tennessee after three people were found dead in a Buncombe County home in North Carolina Thursday night. Authorities discovered a couple in their 40s along with the husband's mother dead inside a home in Fairview after a welfare check Thursday. Those victims now identified as 41-year-old Travis Grant, 42-year-old Kimberly Grant, and 66-year-old Sharon Grant. The couple's 16-year-old daughter and a 28-year-old Devin Loving are now charged with 3 counts of murder after they were found in Tennessee. The nature of the daughter's relationship with the 28-year-old man is still not known at this time. The 16-year-old daughter will be charged as an adult despite her age. They will face an extradition hearing in Tennessee before being brought here to North Carolina. Now, a new bill in North Carolina could put the question of marijuana use directly in voters' hands. Senate Bill 1072, if passed, would allow people to weigh in on cannabis in the next midterm election in November. Voters would be asked 2 questions, one about personal use and another about medical use. This bill is backed by State Senator Caleb Tedros, who represents Mecklenburg County. The bill does not spell out specific limits on marijuana use. Lawmakers would still have to decide those details if voters approve it. A pro-business group pushes North Carolina lawmakers to overhaul the state's liquor laws. Free Our Spirits wants to replace the government-run ABC system with private competition. They argue it would mean lower prices and more choices for consumers, restaurants, and hotels. A bill has been filed in the state Senate to privatize all liquor sales in the state, but it's already been sent to the Rules Committee, where bills often go to die. It's a moment that a family has waited decades for. Neighbors gathered from across the country to lay William Robert Burns to rest. He was killed during the D-Day invasion on June 8, 1944. WECT's Mackenzie Bruns was at the celebration of life, and she explains why this homecoming was decades in the making. A Wilmington City Council member's spouse is accused of acting aggressively and sexually harassing Democratic members, candidates, and elected officials. Now, this is video from our sister station WMBF in Myrtle Beach, where that storm is expected to make landfall later. The Live Fearlessly Festival honored the legacy of Wilmington native Jacob Vendetti, who died in August. WECT's Ariana Bertolotti attended the event and says his memory is felt through the community that showed up for him. We want to go ahead and get right to that breaking news. We're told a man jumped off the Thomas Rhodes Bridge and into the Cape Fear River, all to avoid police. We're told that the man survived with some minor injuries. A lieutenant with the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office said the man was driving the wrong way on the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge around 2 and hit another car. He got out of his car and started running all the way to the Thomas Rhodes Bridge. When police arrived, he jumped off the nearly 60-foot bridge and into the Cape Fear River. This is still a developing story. We are still waiting to learn that man's identity and the condition of the people who were in the car that he hit. We'll keep you updated on air and online as we learn more. I hope you don't take offense to this, Ella, but I feel like this is something you would go to.
Honestly, it would be up my alley.
I would go with you just for the experience of it, the fun of it.
Fun.
Yeah, I feel like I would learn a lot about the squatcher culture. Isn't that what they call themselves? Like if they're really into finding Bigfoot.
You're going squatching.
Yeah, we should go squatching.
Oh, you know they do calls too. Yeah.
What are the calls?
Oh, do you want me to do one? Okay.
I mean, our producer just said no.
Yeah.